Rolls-Royce just took the Phantom and turned it into a rolling museum piece. And if you love craftsmanship taken to the point of obsession, you're going to want to stick around for this one. Meet the Phantom Centenary Private Collection, a limited-run celebration of 100 years of Phantom that isn't about speed or flash. It's about storytelling, handwork, and details so tiny they'll make your jaw drop. First thing to know, this isn't a mass-market special paint job. Rolls-Royce is building just 25 of these cars. 25 unique hand-finished statements that celebrate everything the Phantom has been for a century. That scarcity alone changes how you should think about this car. It's not a car you buy because it's practical. You buy it because it's a bespoke piece of living history. Look at the outside and you'll see the cue to their inspiration. A two-tone finish, inspired by the golden age of cinema. The lower body is finished in an Arctic white base, layered with a super champagne crystal lacquer, while the upper body is a deep black, finished with the same shimmering treatment. That shimmer isn't marketing fluff. Rolls-Royce literally mixed crushed glass and champagne-colored metallic particles into the clear coat, so the paint catches light like crystal. It's theatrical, but impeccably executed. From some angles, it looks like mother of pearl. From others, it's a deep, glossy noir. The spirit of ecstasy is now more than a mascot. It's a jewel. For the Centenary Collection, Rolls-Royce cast the emblem in solid 18-karat gold and then applied a 24-karat gold plating. That little statuette on the hood suddenly becomes a tiny sculpture, an heirloom you'd worry about every time you wash the car. Except that's exactly the point. This is object making, not mass manufacturing. Step inside and prepare to be stunned by how much history they fit into leather, thread, and wood. The rear seats feature what Rolls-Royce calls the most intricate seat artwork it has ever produced. 45 individual panels stitched and assembled like Savile Row tailoring to form one continuous story across the cabin. The embroidery alone took more than a year to design and includes over 160,000 stitches, scenes and motifs that chronicle landmark Phantom moments, locations and owners from the model's century-long run. When you run your hand over the seat, it's not fabric you feel so much as a piece of narrative carved in thread. Everywhere you look, there are small, obsessive tributes. The wheels carry 25 engraved lines per disc. Add them up and that's 100 lines in total, a tiny numeric nod to the Centenary. The dashboard gallery is a work of art in its own right. 3D printed aluminum fins, etched with archival press clippings. A miniature anthology embedded into the dash that reads like a timeline. The Starlight headliner, already an iconic Rolls feature, is adapted here to depict a mulberry tree with stars, bees, and birds, a motif that threads through the car's interior, wood inlays, and leatherwork. Even the engine bay is finished, as if it were part of the cabin. The 6.75-liter V12 gets an Arctic white cover with 24-karat gold accents, turning what's usually a functional space into a showpiece. Mechanically, the Centenary Phantom isn't a reinvented supercar. It's a Phantom. So you still get the Marque's signature 6.75-liter twin-turbo V12 and the effortless, wafting character Rolls-Royce buyers expect. But what's different is how the craft elevates every touchpoint. Crowns and bezels are gold-accented, latches and switches are finished by hand, and bespoke marquetry techniques, laser etching, marquetry, and gold leafing, map famous Phantom journeys into the veneer. If the standard Phantom is a statement in wealth and taste, this Centenary piece is a curated gallery on wheels. Pricing? Expect stratosphere. Early reporting pegs these as multi-million-dollar cars. Road and Track and other outlets indicate pricing around the neighborhood of $3 million or roughly $2.5 million, depending on market and custom options. That's not a sticker shock. It's the market for one-off, intensely bespoke works of automotive art. These are cars that will almost certainly live most of their lives in temperature-controlled collections, showrooms, and museums. Now, let's talk about what owning one actually means day to day. On the surface, you have a Phantom, supremely quiet, floaty ride, acres of rear seat space, and a presence that essentially commands the road. Under the skin, you've got an owner experience turned into ritual, specialists at Goodwood who oversee every finish, a delivery experience that includes full orientation on the bespoke elements, and an ownership network Rolls-Royce has built for the ultra-wealthy. Servicing and maintenance for a car like this isn't DIY. You'll work with Rolls Collector's team for the life of the vehicle. That's part of the appeal for the buyers, who want not just an object, but a relationship with the maker. Critically, the Centenary Phantom shows what the ultra-luxury market values right now: rarity, narrative, and provenance. In a world where performance stats and infotainment screens are increasingly homogeneous, Rolls-Royce is doubling down on human craft. The embroidered scenes, the gold leaf marquetry, the hand-fitted leather panels, those are things a machine can't scale easily. They become the selling points for collectors who care about stories, not specs. So who's this for? The obvious answer is ultra-high net worth collectors who already own dozens of cars, or new collectors who want a headline piece that marks a moment. But there's another way to see it. The Centenary Phantom is also Rolls-Royce's showcase, a concentrated demonstration of the brand's bespoke capabilities that will influence orders for less extreme, but still highly customized, commissions in the years ahead. It's part art, part brand advertising, and part legacy preservation. Look, there's an emotional pull here that's hard to quantify. This car isn't trying to be the fastest or the most efficient. It's trying to be unforgettable. Sitting in the back, with that hand-stitched narrative spreading across the leather, the world narrows to the cabin and the moment. That's the Rolls-Royce argument in a nutshell. Buying not just a car, but an experience and a piece of history. If I had to sum it up, the Phantom Centenary Private Collection is a ritualized celebration of a century of bespoke coach building. Limited run, absurdly expensive, and utterly uncompromising. It's a museum on wheels, built for buyers who want a living keepsake, and a brand who knows how to translate heritage into craft. Whether you see it as the ultimate expression of automotive art, or the most extreme example of luxury excess, you can't deny the ambition and the skill that went into making it.